Hello all. I wanted to give you a quick little update, a how-to of where to find everything for our new course on Canvas. So I'm on our student view of Canvas and I'm on the course syllabus page, which is the home page if you go to our course on there. So a couple things to point out to you. We do have an updated syllabus that you can take a look at here. It has all of our new things highlighted, so those are all lumped at the end of the file in an addendum, so you can read that, but it's got new information about office hours and homework and quizzes, all that good stuff. It also has our new timeline with that extended spring break added in there, so definitely take a look at that. If you haven't been using it already, the syllabus tab is really nice for organizing all of your assignments that are due. So we can jump down to today. So when we jump ahead, these are your next upcoming ones are due Wednesday the 1st. So what we've got in here is on a typical weekly basis, you'll have 2 classes you'll see, and then you'll have a homework due and you'll have a quiz due. The homeworks are still in WebAssign. They're exactly the same as they were, still due at 6 a.m. Kind of notice that now all of our due dates are at 6 a.m. And that is Central Time, so that's in Kansas time. So you do need to make sure that if your computer doesn't automatically update those things, that you kind of pay attention to whatever time zone you're in. That might be pushed a little bit later to 7 a.m. or it might go earlier to like 5 or 4 a.m. And keep in mind the same thing I had told you with your homework to think about with those due dates is really you shouldn't be doing it at 6 a.m. You should be doing it the day before. So when something says that it's due on Wednesday, really you should think about it being due on Tuesday. Things on Fridays you should think about being due on Thursday, so on and so forth. So homework's the same. For classes, we can click on that one to see what you're going to do. This is the equivalent of what your reflection was when we were meeting in class, but we need to do those differently now. So what I'm actually typically going to have you do is we're going to use the same style worksheets that we were using in class, but now what you're going to do is you'll write out all of your solutions and you will upload those to Canvas. So the specific instructions of what you're going to upload. As you can see in here, it says watch the corresponding content in modules. That's basically where all of our lecture material is going to be. So that's over here on the user bar in the left. You can click on modules. The first one is up, so this is class 15. So you can think about this being sort of equivalent to like a Tuesday's class. So what you'll see here is this will be open. There's some instructions. You'll watch all the videos and you'll follow along with the worksheet and you'll upload that worksheet by Wednesday at 6 a.m. So I've sort of split things into 2 halves of the week. So you kind of have Monday and Tuesday to watch one class's material, and then you have through Friday to watch the next class's material, but also during that second half of the week, you will have your quiz to do, which I'll talk about in a minute. So going back to that module, you can see as well in here is the worksheet. So you can click on that and it'll show you a sample of it online, or you can download it. You don't have to print this necessarily like it says on the class assignment. If you want to just write the solutions on paper and only submit those, that's fine. Just make sure you include what section that worksheet was for and include the question numbers. You don't have to rewrite the statements though. But make sure you kind of show all of your work. And then how the actual content is set up is it's all done via video. So those are all organized in Canvas, but they're also on YouTube. So all of them are just YouTube links. So it's all in order here. There's multiple videos for every section rather than make you watch something that's like an hour and 15 minutes long. You can just watch little chunks of it. So it's kind of set up in pieces. Some of them are worked out at the board. Some of them are worked out on the worksheet. You can either watch those right on here on Canvas. You can make it full screen and adjust your settings and things like that. or you can go to YouTube if you want. And if you click on the link, it'll take you to YouTube, and they're all in a playlist so that you could also watch them all in order there. Do note that with the screencast videos, sometimes you might need to automatically put the quality up a little bit higher to have it be a clear video. So be aware of those kinds of things. But that's kind of how you'll watch through that content's worth of materials. So all of a day's classes will be organized in these modules. So right now there's just one. There's just class 15, but later there will be class 16, 17, so on and so forth. Going back to that syllabus page, so you can see some of the other assignments that are new. And again, I'll jump down to today. The other thing that's going to be different is our quizzes and our exams. So you'll see on here for now, there's a placeholder that's a written work for quizzes. If you read in the syllabus, you'll actually see that there will end up being 2 parts to quizzes. So later there will be 2 things right here that are due at the same time, where one of them is this written work for a quiz, which I'm opening up now. The other one will actually be a genuine Canvas quiz, where you'll open it up and it will have questions and it'll have spaces for you to enter your answers. It'll only enter final answers though, so that's why I also have this written work portion that you'll do. The quizzes on Canvas will be open for a 24-hour period, so it will be from Thursday at 6 a.m. till Friday at 6 a.m. Remember, that's Central Time. Once you open it though, it'll give you 30 minutes to complete it. So you have 30 minutes to actually answer all of the questions once you start it. And then with this written work, what you'll do is on a piece of paper alongside while you're doing your questions, you'll kind of mark, okay, question 1, and write down their full solution, just like you would have done on a quiz in class. And then you need to, at the end, you'll finish your quiz on Canvas, and then you need to submit that written work within 10 minutes of finishing your other quiz. You need to mark, again, your question numbers, but you don't necessarily have to rewrite the statements, because I know that takes some time. And then you need to make sure that things are clearly readable. So I know that not all of you have scanners. That's fine. If you do have a scanner, awesome. Otherwise, you can use your phone. Some phones have, like I think iPhones have a feature where you can scan into a PDF. So it basically takes a picture that it turns into a PDF. I think you can also download apps that do that. You also can just take normal pictures. Just make sure that it's readable. Make sure that I can read your work and that it's a clear picture. And what you'll do with this one is you'll notice you just click submit assignment and it prompts you to upload a file. And you can upload as many as you need. So if you had more than one page, you can add more than one file. If you end up having questions with any of that, just let me know. But like I said, remember that later on, so yeah, I do want to leave. Later on, when we get to closer to the quiz, so when like this Thursday is your first one, there will be 2 assignments here. There will be a written work for quiz 5, and there will just be a quiz 5 that you can see. So the syllabus is kind of a nice way to just see all of the assignments listed out and their due dates. You can also see the assignments in the assignment tab. You can organize that either by date, which is how it has it right now, or you can do by type, so you can see like all of the homeworks together, all of the quizzes together, so on and so forth. But then remember, to actually get to that content for the class, you'll be over here in modules, is where those class contents, so that's where your videos and things will be. Just a couple other fun things you can do on Canvas. You can see the course roster if you want, so you can see everybody's names and then look them up to send emails. You can chat, so that's just kind of like an instant message feature. I've put up a couple, I'll start to work on putting up some discussion boards just so we can keep in touch with each other. These are just optional. And then one of the other really important things to do if you hadn't already done it beforehand is to go to your account, which is up here, and then update your notifications. So you can set whether you get an email, whether you get a notification on your phone for all sorts of different events. So it can be things like I post an announcement, or I post your grade for an assignment, or I update a module, things like that. You can get notifications for so that you know that it's happening. The calendar feature is nice. That lumps all of your assignments for all of your classes together. And it's set up in a typical day-by-day calendar format. So that's just kind of a little video overview. You can also, like I said, see all of that information in that new syllabus. You really should read this to see all of that stuff, but that's kind of the outline. So like I said, things are kind of in two halves. So it's like on by Tuesday night, you should finish your first set of videos, so the first class for the week, and you should finish your homework on WebAssign, which was for the previous week's material. So those are together, right? You've got two classes. You've got a class and a homework. And then you've got on Friday, which really is Thursday night because it's Friday at 6 a.m. You've got a quiz due. That's also on the same material that homework was. So it's basically the same as the quiz you would have taken on a Thursday in class. And then the second class for the week, I set due on Saturday at 6 a.m. So you have all the way through the end of the week, all the way through Friday to finish watching that and submit that worksheet. And then those videos are just up. They're on YouTube. You can rewatch them as many times as you want. Definitely get in touch with me. You can use the inbox. You can message me in Canvas. You can send me emails through your regular email. You can do whatever. And then if you want, we can set up office hours via like a video chat. We can do talking back and forth. You can still use the Ask My Instructor feature in WebAssign. Any of that would be excellent to do. So definitely contact me often, and whenever you have questions about things, I'm happy to work with you all. So let me know what you need. Let me know what questions you have, and hopefully we all have an excellent transition into our new online semester.